Now that the events have been drawn, let's talk a little bit about the strategies for both sides. It's pretty clear right now that the Teutonic player is having an advantage with the victory points, and I don't think it will ever be possible for the Russian player to get back on track, to beat the Teutonic with victory points. Even if he liberate this and this and this, he 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. He will still be 2 points behind, and there isn't like 4 places or 5 places in the Teutonic territory that he could ravage to compensate, to catch up regarding the victory points. And also is gonna need to spend these Veshe coin to muster Alexander. The Teutonic Grand Prince event delayed the arrival of Andrei. It moved his cylinder there, so he's not going to be ready until the second phase, the second box of Rasputitsa. But that's the last round of the scenario. So I will not be able to count on Andrei. I wanted to use a Veshe coin already to muster Andrei, and on the next turn use the next one to muster Alexander, and have both lords muster on the field. That will happen at the same time that Yaroslav and Rudolf will be disbanded. So there are currently 4 Teutonic lords on the field, on the map, but there is going to be only 2 left by the last turn, and it's going to be Andreas and Hendrich. So that's how the Russian player might win. It's not by getting more victory points, but having at any one point of the game the Teutonic player having no lord whatsoever. So I need to beat Andreas and Hendrich. They are the ones who are going to be left by the end of the turn. And also, I want that at the beginning of Rasputitsa, at the beginning of the second round of Rasputitsa, box 8, I want that no Teutonic lord is on besiege, or I want no Teutonic lord to be in a friendly locale. That means that I want all of them, both Andreas and Hendrich, to be either removed or besieged. Because if he can use his lordship, he will be able to summon another lord, to muster another lord. We could say that he will be also able to muster another lord with William of Modena. However, William of Modena will be in play during Call to Arms. So Hendrich and Andreas will disband before that. So if they disband there, that's before Call to Arms. So there will be some time in between during which the Teutonic Lord will have no Lord in play whatsoever. And that's the chance for the Russian player to win. Yep. So he must take advantage of this time period to put Andreas and Hendrich in a situation where they don't, they will not be able to muster later. So that's what he wants to do. Hendrich is a rather weak lord. He's got only that, and he has no capacity left yet. He doesn't have. The problem now is that there's no Andrei for this turn, so I have to do with the weak lords that are already in the field. I know that Yaroslav is going to disband right now, along with some vassals of Andreas. The Karelians are going to get paid, and the Vladislav is going to get paid too, and Domash can pay himself too. So keeping Russian lords on the field is not a problem right now. I have coins, I have money. I also have the Black Sea trade. So regarding the strategy of the Teutonic player, he's already there. He's going to finish the siege of this place. He's going to storm. Andreas is going to storm without Yaroslav because he's going to disband. And that could give some money, that could give some coin that Andreas can play 2 times. One to storm and the next time to come back. Because I don't want him to stay there even after the storm, even after that place becomes friendly. Because the next box is Rasputitsa, and he has only one. Even if he has both, he will not be able to carry provender on this road. He is going to be stuck in there, and he's going to have less forces, and the Russian lords are mustering, so he will be vulnerable. And this is one of the 2 lords that I need for the end of the scenario. So the best thing to do right now with him is to storm, and once this is finished, get the coin and come back at least there, so he can move back. I want the 2 lords maybe to gather back at Pskov here, the 2 Teutonic lords. Yeah, I think Andreas will have to make a decision and give up the plan to go take the Lovat for the Baltic Sea trade, cancel the Baltic Sea trade card, because he doesn't need really more victory points anyway. What he needs is some loot, some coins to pay the lord to stay in the field, and to just wait until the end of the scenario and win this way. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play 2 command cards with Andreas. He's going to play first, and Rudolf is going to be a Heinrich Lieutenant again, and that's going to be the last time, because they are strong right now for the box 6, but I know that Rudolf is going to disband at the beginning of Rasputitsa, so that's kind of the last time they are together. So I think it's the time to go and try to maybe besiege these ones. He's going to need provender though. They don't have provender whatsoever. So yeah, they are going to get some sleds to supply from their sources, and then use the second command card to see what they can do, where they can go, if they have a chance to go beat these 2 guys. Because they are the ones who are really strong right now. Together, Rudolf has the warrior monk, and together with Heinrich, if Rudolf is the lieutenant, they are the strongest power right now on the field. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. As for the plan, so I don't have Andrei, that really sucks for the Russian, but I think what happens now is that Andrei, I will be able to muster him with Alexander. because I'm going to muster Alexander first from the Vichy box. So I will not have to spend the Vichy victory point on André to muster him first. I only have to spend one Vichy coin to muster Alexander, then I will be ready to muster André with Alexander. So there is a victory point from the Vichy box that I can spend right now. And what I really need right now for the Russian player is more forces for Domash, because he is going to do the job that I would have preferred to give to Alexander. And Domash has pretty good vassals. Pretty good if there is the Luchniki card. So I'm going to give him Archer, but he has only 2 lordships. So that's not enough to summon everything. He's got Transport, good transport. He's got Provender. He's got a little bit of troops, no knight, so that's not enough to beat a badass like Andreas. Especially if he stays in the fort. But Andreas, a little bit weaker because his vassal will disband, and without Yaroslav, will become beatable. So I have to try my chance with this. I have to at least besiege him. And if I can do Domash lordship twice, that will give him 4 lordship points. He could muster his 3 vassals, that will give him 6 more militia. With the archery, that will start to get really strong. And he's in Novgorod, he's got the archbishopric card. If I can play his card 3 times, his command card 3 times, the 3 serfs are going to add up to his forces for the first card, then 3 serfs again, and then he can move 1, 2, 3 to go and fight Andreas. That will be really good. That's one possibility I see, to go have Domash get more powerful than Andreas for a little time because of the serfs and all the militia before they eat too much food. So that's what I'm going to do with him. He's going to play first 1, 2, 3, 3 cards, Domash, 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 and then Vladislav is going to be the Karelian's lieutenant again. I want him to gather the forces. I want Alexander to be the marshal next turn in Rasputitsa, and they need to gather in one place, and that place is going to be here at Pskov. They're all going to siege Pskov together. That's where they're going to gather. So I can use one card to move, start moving Vladislav from here to Pskov. He will get 3 commands. The Karelians is going to move with him. That will be 1, 2, 3. So he could get there. Yeah. Or 1, 2, 3 to Uzman, because the way is by only the way by boat is going to be available next season. However, that's more risky because that's closer to these lords. But if they are in the defensive position, because that's why I want to play his card last. The Teutonic player is not going to play another card after Vladislav, before Rasputitsa, before Rudolf disbands. Unless he can find a coin somewhere, but he's not going to. So there will be only Hendrich, and Hendrich is weak, especially if he is the one attacking. So I will be able to move there. He doesn't have he doesn't have boats at all in preparation for the next season, but that's not a problem because I can build some with the lordships. So that's how things are going to go. So that's a strategy planning for the 2 sides. So let's see how it goes.